In this game, Mitchell Parker. And Singy, it's unique these days, but he's more of a pitch-to-contact type of guy.
Yeah, Boogie, he doesn't rely too heavily on the strikeout. He knows he needs to miss barrels, get some soft contact, let the defense do work behind him. And I think a guy like that can keep a good tempo, don't give hitters time to adjust or think. They can move through a ball game, and you look up, they're in line for a quality start. We'll see what he's got in this one.
Sam Haggerty leading things off and takes a strike. Next pitch is outside. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. And
ball
that
2.
skips in the dirt. And delivers
3-2.
outside. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Wyatt Langford stepping in for the Rangers. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Haggerty gets his lead at first. Nobody out.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. 1 down. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Here's Josh Young. That one
Ball
missed. Fouled off down the right side. And there's a foul ball. Man at first, one away. In the dirt. And it remains 2-2. Fights it off. He'll see another.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. And there's a ball. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Puts it away for the out. And now we take a look at the Rangers lineup. And so far this year, this has not been a very good offense.
Well, in this day and age, if you can't slug and get on base, that OPS has to be at a certain level. If you're going to produce runs, give your pitchers an opportunity as they're facing tough offenses as well.
Now it's Marcus Semien. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
2 outs. And that's in for a strike. And it's 0-2. Sets him down on strikes. That was pretty nasty. 1 left for Texas, and now the Nats get their first opportunity. There's no score. Back after this on the show. Back in Washington, D.C. And starting in this one, Jacob deGrom. Singing he's been outstanding and should be fun to watch.
Well, when you have a guy that can limit the opponent to very little run production, you have a great chance to win a ball game when he takes the mound. He's just having an outstanding season so far. You hope he can maintain it, because if he can, he'll be in a nice conversation at the end of the year.
Bottom of the first. And now the shortstop, C.J. Abrams. Singing he's never finished the season with more stolen bases in his entire career. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Check swing, and he held up.
Oh, this guy's going to have to slow things down. There's no reason for him to even check swing on that pitch. Was never even close.
Next one misses. Now 2-2.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
And that one is lifted in the air. Langford under it. Hauls it in, and there's one away. Here's Dave Martinez lineup for the Nationals. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for him. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Oh, Boog, I think when you got a guy that's this talented on the mound, you got to find ways to disrupt his rhythm, make him uncomfortable a little bit. The guys that can handle the bat and perhaps, bunt for a base hit, get him moving off the mound. If you're in the box and he seems to be just in a flow, step out, mess up his timing, somehow try to get in his head a little bit. And then when he does come in the zone, you may only get one pitch. You better not miss it.
James Wood stands in now and watches strike one. Not even close there. And now it's even 1-1. One down, base is empty. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
And now it's Luis Garcia. And it's fouled away. 2 outs, base is empty. There's a strike up high. And the count is 0-2. And Singy, as a team, you need to make the most of the very few opportunities he's going to give you, right?
Absolutely. And if you don't get to guys like this a lot of times early, once they really settle in, it's going to be the later innings that they hand that ball over to a reliever, if they do at all.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. And that is that. We played an inning, no score. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top of the second, and now it's Jake Berger to hit. Parker back to work.
1-0.
Starts him off with the breaking ball, which isn't surprising. They're trying to keep him off balance, but he's been known to connect on the breaking stuff too.
And that's in for a strike. Dave Lawrence assigned to work home plate in this one.
Good umpire, Boog. Very fair, very consistent. Now, I did hear some feedback that he opens up the outside corner a little bit on left-handed hitters, which, you know, for me, I'd be kind of salty. So maybe something to keep an eye on and see if that factors into this one at all.
On the ground, and that's just foul. Singy, what kind of strike zone is most frustrating for hitters?
I'd say off the plate, away, and down. And why? Those are the toughest locations to hit the baseball.
As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all four guys, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great. Well, we talk about how the ball is coming out of the pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder, wow, really impressive.
That one fouled off. The 0-1. And a foul ball. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Just misses
ball
with
one.
that one.
1 ball, 2 strikes the count.
Next
Ball
offering
two.
is downstairs.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Down the line. And that's a foul ball. One down, base is empty. And that one is inside. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. And they'll do it again. And he walked him. That's a great at bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk.
When you go that deep into it at bat, the hitter usually comes out on top.
Jonah Heim stepping in for the Rangers. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Fastball in the corner at the knees, and it's a strike. Garcia stands at first with 1 out. And that's ball 1. And a base hit up the middle. They get it in quickly. So first and second, now 1 out.
Batting 8th, catcher Kyle Higashioka.
And now the catcher comes up to hit. Kyle Higashioka. Breaking ball through there for a strike.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Runners at first and second with 1 gone here at the top of the second. And a curve drops in for a strike. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. No score here in the second. And that's downstairs. And that is ball one. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. The pitch. Just misses the mark outside the zone. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. 9th pitch of the at-bat due next. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, that splitter out of the hand, it just sort of jumps on you, and your interpretation is, here comes a fastball again. Well, it never really reaches because the bottom falls out of it and you swing over the top, and that's why they call it a split-finger fastball, because it looks like a four-seamer.
Up next for the Rangers, Ezekiel Duran. Swing and a ball popped in the air. It's going to fall for a hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. The throw is offline, and he's in to score. On the board first, it's 1-0. So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Sam Haggerty stepping in for the Rangers. Swings through that one for strike 1.
0-1.
Runners at the corners with 2 outs. And that one fouled off. That's outside. And the count is 1-2. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. It's now a 1-0 ball game. And we're back. Bottom of the inning. And now the DH, Josh Bell. And that's in for a strike.
Man, that pitch was dotted. So much talent on display when this guy's out there on the hill.
Outside with a breaking ball. Swing and a foul straight back.
Had some cut action to it. Velocity pretty good on that slider. So far, moving the ball around nicely.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. with it. Safe at first, no play. We'll see how they score this. Here's Nathaniel Lowe. Big swing and a miss.
0-1's the count.
Tying run is at first. Bottom half of inning number 2. That one finds the zone, and that is strike 2. Ball one there.
2 strikes.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
Robert Hassel III digging in for the Nationals. Fought off foul. Late with the swing there.
Well, you got to find a way to catch up to that pitch. Perhaps shorten the swing, eliminate the stride. That one came in hot, but right down the middle, you're saying to yourself, how did I miss that pitch? Got to make a quick adjustment. Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
Up now for Washington, Alex Call. He was late there, strike 1.
0-1.
Off the mark there, and it's 1-1. Swings through that one.
Ooh, Baez. You got to remember to take the donut off the bat, partner.
Bell off of first with 2 away. Next offering is down low.
2-2 the count.
That one the other way. Fair ball. Lead runner around second. And he's got a double.
He was all over that one. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
And now it's Keibert Ruiz. Hit in the air, left field. Haggerty. He's got it, and that's the inning. So the Nats leave a pair, and it remains 1-0. On to the 3rd inning, and now the center fielder, Wyatt Langford. Langford in his second season, 23 years old, a former first-round pick in 2023. Check swing, called strike.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Next pitch is outside. Gets a piece. and stays alive. Ripped to short. Throws to first. And one away in the top of the third.
Now batting, third baseman Josh Young.
So next to hit for Texas, Josh Young. He's 0 for 1.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
That one finds the zone. It's 0-1. Now, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Up and in, and it's 2-1. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch, keep the at-bat alive.
Struck him out. He says, I don't care about draft rounds. Take a seat.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
Simeon in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Hassel on his way over, brings it in, and that's the third out. As we go to the last of the third. Now the third baseman, Jose Tena. And that's outside. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
1-1.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. 2-2. And a swing and a miss. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
Well, he didn't get the call on the mound the pitch before. Felt like he should have had him looking, I think. But, you know, that's good composure right there. He found a way to come back with another good pitch to get him to swing and miss.
So the Nats lineup turns over. C.J. Abrams digging in for the Nationals. Outside corner, there's a strike. One out, base is empty. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle. So I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
Wood in the box now as he looks at ball 1. Second plate appearance of the day for him. That one ripped. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. And that's a two-out double.
All over that one right there. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
So digging in, Luis Garcia. Fly to left his first time. And that drops in for a strike.
0-1's the count.
Tying run in scoring position here in the last half of the third. That's a base hit. Here comes Wood around third. He scores to tie it up. It's 1-1.
Comes through with the RBI. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
So 2 down. Josh Bell, the next to hit. Reached on an infield single his first time.
Right through there for a strike.
Ball game is still tied. They can get out of this inning with a tie game.
That one close, ruled a ball. And that's ball one. Garcia off of first with 2 away. Ground ball to the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single, all even at 1 apiece. It's Major League Baseball on the show. As we go to the top of the 4th, and here's the first baseman, Jake Berger. Pitch misses. 1-0. And that's in there at the knees. And now 2 balls and a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
There's a swing and a drive. That one carrying. And that is gone. That's one way to quiet the crowd. His 9th homer of the year, and the Rangers take the lead. It's 2-1. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I could feel that swing from the booth.
I'm sure he wanted that pitch down below the zone. It stayed up a little bit. He paid a dear price for it. Just a great swing to the ball, through the ball, and a nice round tripper.
Next up for Texas, Adolis Garcia. Swing and a ground ball. Abrams tosses to first, and Garcia is out.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Jonah Heim.
Now, Jonah Heim, 1 for 1 with a single so far. Strike 1.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. And when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
Higashioka, the next to hit, takes outside. Line drive. Stretches out and hauls it in. One scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. And this is now a 2-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here in Nationals Park, John Chambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the fourth, Nathaniel Lowe. And the first offering a fastball for a strike.
Well, these Nats just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Next offering is in for a strike.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand. Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
So up next, Robert Hassel III.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. Low on at first, nobody out. Ground ball left side, and it's just foul. That was close. Ball to strike, and a slider in there for a strike.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
Lined into left center field, and that's going to fall for a hit. And 2 on now as they try to rally here.
Couple of singles back to back. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
First and second, no outs. And now up for Washington, Alex Call. Inside, and that's ball 1. First and second, no outs. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. And that one fouled off.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Just indecisive in that at bat. He couldn't commit to the slider. Tried to sit in between. Just not able to put the bat on the ball.
Here's the catcher, Keibert Ruiz. Fly to left his first time. Right through there for a strike.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
1 out. Runners at first and second. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Outside low. Ball 1.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Runners at first and second with 1 gone. Pitch misses there, and that's ball 2.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout.
Well, he's showing some pretty dominating stuff out there in this one, not just in terms of swing and miss, but also in terms of command. You know, all of the strikeouts, they just kind of speak for themselves, but when you don't walk anyone, you're demonstrating that you have the confidence in your abilities to truly go right after opposing batters.
Tenna in the box, lays off for ball one. Off the mark there. And it's 2-0.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Line drive. That's a base hit. Runner around third. The throw home. It's offline, and he scores. We are tied at 2.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Here's C.J. Abrams now. Oh, that hit him. Can't pick it up with the bare hand. And everyone's safe. They're loaded. Catcher coming out to check on him. It looked like it got him on his back leg. So you'll wonder if that might be a problem for him in terms of pushing off the rubber.
Yeah, it's a great point, and we'll have to see how he looks. But to me, it appears he's moving pretty well. I think it's just going to sting for a while, but hopefully nothing more.
Next to hit for the Nats, James Wood.
I'm curious how he decides to attack on the mound. This guy at the plate has been great hitting under pressure this year.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. This one is blasted. A no-doubter. Grand slam. He nails one out to right. His 17th of the year. And they jump ahead in the 4th. It's 6-2. He absolutely feasts on right-handed pitching and devours that one for a homer.
And you can see that's what he expects of himself at bat after at bat. He's that confident.
One big swing, and that turns the tables on this one. And when you come to the plate with the bases loaded and you've got some pop, you know it's hard not to think about the chance to hit a grand slam. And that can be a trap sometimes, but not right here. He sees the opportunity, put a great swing on it, and now they're working with the lead.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Out towards left center. Haggerty on the move. That is the inning. So they put up a big number in the inning as 5 crossed the plate. And this was the biggie here. The grand slam. Now a 6-2 ball game. You're dialed into the show. All set for the start of the inning. And now it's going to be Ezekiel Duran. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. Parker back to work. Ball one, no strikes.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive.
Puts it away for the out, and there's one down.
Now that is left fielder Sam Haggerty.
So digging in, Sam Haggerty. He is struck out, and he is walked. There's a strike. Movement in the bullpen. Trevor Williams looks to be getting ready for Dave Martinez. Soroka getting cranked up as well. The Rangers down by 4, and we're at the top of the 5th. Pitch misses, and the count even 1-1. And that drops in for a strike. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Now batting center fielder Wyatt Langford.
Now the number 2 hitter, Wyatt Langford. 0 for 2 in this one. Hit on the ground, might be 2. Slinging it to first in time.
Now batting third baseman Josh Young.
Up next for the Rangers, Josh Young. Right through there for a strike. Haggerty stands at second with 2 gone. Next offering is in for a strike.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
Got him. Dave Lawrence rings him up. Rangers leave 1. They still trail it here. It's 6-2. Back now to start the bottom of the 5th, and taking over on the mound, Jack Leiter.
Well, he's been a bit of a wild card out there in terms of throwing strikes. He's definitely struggled with free passes this year.
Josh Bell at the plate now. 1 for 2. Slides for the stop. The throw. Takes it himself, and he got him. Nicely done at first for the out.
Just so impressed with the movement on that play. Footwork was excellent. The arm strength was there. And, of course, the most important part was getting the out.
Nathaniel Lowe up to hit. In for a strike. 0-1. Base is empty, 1 away. Last half of inning number 5. That's in there. That's strike 2. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Sean Armstrong up and throwing. Outside low, and it's 1-2. And that's in the dirt.
Great job of laying off those pitches down in the zone to even the count up at 2-2. Such a better feeling for the hitter.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a slider, and there's 2 gone.
Well, one of the things that hitters will do is they'll look for that red dot on the baseball as it's coming in to let them know what the pitch is. And if they see the red dot, it's typically a slider. But when a guy's got a really tight one with high spin rates, very difficult to determine. And that's probably why we saw a swing and miss right there. Just a nasty pitch.
Cut on and missed 96 with that fastball.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
On the ground, Simeon throws to first in time. Nats go down 1-2-3. Nothing across here this half. We're through 5. It's the Nationals 6 and the Rangers 2. Back in Washington, D.C., here is Marcus Simeon. Simeon measures 6 feet even, 195 pounds, and he was a 6th-round draft pick back in 2011. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Well, these Rangers, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
See Garcia strikes him out for the second time today.
Well, that's such a critical pitch in terms of execution right there. The pitcher has to finish it. Otherwise, probably gets hit pretty hard. If you leave that out over the plate or you don't get it down enough, quickly turns into something that gets smoked. But if you can place it where he did, it's a really deceptive pitch.
Swing and a foul out of play. The Nationals leading by 4, and we're the top half of the 6th. That one hammered, but pulled foul. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2.
He was a little out front, but did a good job keeping the hands back long enough to foul that pitch off.
That misses. 1-2 the count.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
The 1-2. Stays alive. Chopped left side. Tenna tosses to first. 2 up, 2 down. So 2 down now, and here is Adolis Garcia. And that is out of play. Slow roller to third. Tenna tosses to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. 7, 8, 9 due up in the home half of the inning. It's the Nationals 6 and the Rangers 2. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Up now for Washington, Alex Call. And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these Nationals doing a good job at the plate with runners on base, and that can be a key difference maker in the game. With runners in scoring position, they've come through more than 50% of the time, and you can see the damage it's created on the scoreboard. They've thrived in the high-impact moments of this ball game, and I love seeing it. It's always impressive to me when hitters can rise to the occasion when the pressure's on and drive that runner in.
And that is in for a strike, and it's 1-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. And that's outside. Outside. On the ground to third, and that's a fair ball.
Love how he became a really tough out with 2 strikes right there. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
Liner, base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Now batting third baseman.
So up next, Jose Tenna. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. And another ball.
When the skipper calls down to the bullpen, he's expecting the guy to come in and get outs. So far, not getting what he was hoping for.
Next offering upstairs. Inside corner, and that's called a strike. The 3-1. Right through there for a strike.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
In the air, center field. Langford under it. Hauls it in, and there's one away.
Now batting, shortstop C.J. Abrams.
So the batting order turns over, and now C.J. Abrams.
He's been really clutch with runners in scoring position this season, so they'll have to be extra careful in this matchup.
That pitch in for a strike. 0-1.
Well, they say it's the best pitch in baseball. Strike one. You get ahead on a good hitter as well. Gives you a little bit more confidence to move through the at-bat.
Call at second. Ruiz at first. One gone. Struck him out swinging. Went back to the fastball, and it was effective.
Well, take a look at the three-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
Here's the left fielder, James Wood. And a strike in there. Up the middle, Simeon. They get the force, and that is that. 2 left on. 7th inning coming up. It's the Nationals 6 and the Rangers 2. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Trevor Williams.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Now it's the DH, Jonah Heim. The Rangers in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at-bat out of him right here.
And the pitch a little bit low, ball 1. Popped up. Hauls it in for the out. And there's one down. Now the catcher for the Rangers, Kyle Higashioka. Fastball for a strike. Activity in the bullpen. Jose A. Ferrer looks to be getting ready for Dave Martinez. Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. On the ground to third. Now a jump throw. On the money. Nice play.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
Shortstop Ezekiel Duran.
Two outs, base is empty. Ezekiel Duran getting ready to hit. Inside, just missed. In for a strike, and the count 1-1. That's a ball.
Outside.
Tried the sweeper. That misses. And now 3-1. That one pushed foul.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Up the middle. Oh, great stop. Throws from his knees. And he gets him. Nicely done.
Making it look easy at the keystone position. Definitely worth another look. He'll get some high fives when he gets into the dugout.
Bottom of the 7th. Here's the second baseman, Luis Garcia.
Luis Garcia.
First pitch misses. And another ball.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Swing and a high fly ball to left. Haggerty has this one sized up. Makes the grab, one away.
Now batting.
Here's Josh Bell. 1 for 3. That one way outside. Ball 1. One down, base is empty.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Fouls one off. 2-2. Slider misses outside. Foul ball, and it remains a full count.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
Now batting.
Man at first with 1 gone, and now up for Washington, Nathaniel Lowe. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Bell, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. That just misses. Ball 2. Right through there for a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Climb the ladder with that fastball, and that's strike 2. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Now here is Robert Hassel III. Just missed.
Down.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out. So one left for Washington. They lead it 6-2. We go to the 8th, and now here is Sam Haggerty. Williams back to work. That's a little bit low. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Call makes the catch, and there's one gone.
Now batting center fielder Wyatt Langford.
So next to hit for Texas, Wyatt Langford. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. Line drive, caught.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Josh Young stepping in for the Rangers. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. Close one, doesn't get the call. And that's ball 1. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Gets down, base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
On the ground, right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Jacob Webb.
Should be a good first matchup for him here. He's been doing a great job against right-handed bats so far this season. They've had a lot of trouble squaring him up.
Up now for Washington, Alex Call. That one inside, and it's 1-0. And another ball.
Ball 3. I got 3-0.
There's a strike, and now 3-1. Fastball for a strike.
3-2.
Up the middle, Simeon. On the run, throw to first, and they get the out.
Now batting catcher Ruiz.
And it's the catcher for the Nationals, Keibert Ruiz. First pitch, and he just misses. Moving in the bullpen, Sean Armstrong. getting ready to go. And a fastball misses outside for a ball. And that's ball 2. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Now batting third baseman,
Jose Tena digging in for the Nationals. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-1. Ruiz leads off first with 1 away. Little trouble with this one behind the plate. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. And down on strikes. 2 gone.
I'm not sure that was the exact location the pitcher wanted, but it worked. He got the swing and miss, and I'm sure a bit of sigh of relief after seeing that one go through the zone.
Abrams in the box now. No balls and a strike. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. Garcia ranging back on it. Say goodbye to that one. He flexes his power with that swing. His 9th homer of the year. It's 8-2.
They thought he could blow a high fastball by him, but he was ready for it. Look at how quickly he jumped on that pitch.
2 down, bases empty. Next to hit for the Nats, James Wood. First pitch just misses. Two down, nobody on. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Next offering is outside. Swing and a miss. There's the changeup.
2-2 to count.
Foul ball. Another 2-2 upcoming. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Two down, nobody on. Hit on the ground to the right side. And it goes just foul. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Next pitch is downstairs.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. This looks like extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. Pulls in with a double. 3rd hit for him today. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
stepping in, Luis Garcia. Popped up on the left side of the infield. Young makes the grab, and that is the third out of the inning. But two come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this two-run homer. Last chance coming up here for the Rangers. This one isn't exactly close, Chris. Let's go off script for a moment.
I'm game.
Were we on script?
Never.
All right, Singy, when you played, how much of a fashionista were you? Would you come to the ballpark dressed to the nines?
No, I wouldn't. Even on the road trips, I was, pretty average. There were some guys that would dial it up, and there'd be some outfits where you're kind of double taking and saying, where in the world are you going? But overall, I'd say I kept it low key.
1-1.
At a swing and a line drive into right field. And out number one on the grab.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Yeah, you see some guys into the fashion nowadays and big on the gram, as the kids like to say. Post their fits, right? That's what you say?
Is that what it is?
It's a fit, your outfit, your fit.
Got a little drip around the neck, too?
Yeah, believe it. Scale of 1 to 10, how old do we sound right now?
Really old. Like close to Social Security benefits.
Yeah. And it's strike two.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Swings through it for the K. And they're down to their last out. Now here's the Rangers DH, Jonah Heim. Swing and a liner foul off to the right. Two outs. And that misses. And that is ball one.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at bat.
Falling behind 2-1.
If I can't play around with him here, it's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters, even if you give up a solo shot.
And that's off the inside edge. And the count is 3-1. On the inside corner for a strike.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
Williams is just 1 strike away. Up the middle, and he knocks it down. And they get the out after the ricochet. And that is the ball game.
Well, I'm not sure if he expected to get 9 outs in this one, but he had the gas in the tank to get it done. Kind of a throwback save for this guy today, but helps the team get the win. As you can see, they're pretty happy about it, and they're celebrating his performance in this one.
8-2 the final here. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.